Hey, sports porchers! It's your hockey Jesus, and I'm back for game 32. Pittsburgh Penguins at the Ottawa Senators. Well, tonight in Ottawa, it looks like that train ride from Montreal left a little magic on the train. Maybe it went up to the North Pole. But the Pittsburgh Penguins lost tonight 3-2 in an overtime game, which means they gain a loser point, but they still lost the game. It was really kind of an odd game tonight. Pretty much not a lot of action going on in the first period, I would say. It was really a slow start for the Pens. They had 8 shots in the first half of the game. And, if you've been listening to me, you know that I said that, the Pittsburgh Penguins are not shooting the puck as much as they have been in the past. And it still worked out okay, but 8 shots through half a game, even for your hockey Jesus, that's a little low for me. I think you need to have a little bit more into the game. Now, the Senators played last night in Carolina and won, so that's back-to-back wins for them. I really like this Senators team. I think that getting Linus Ullmark has been a real spark for them. He kind of keeps them calm, and that's what they've always needed. They needed somebody to keep them calm because the way they play the game is they kind of come in waves. If you watch the way the Senators come, they'll get the puck into the zone. Sometimes they'll make a shot, or sometimes they'll just wait for the next wave of either a winger or a defenseman to drop, and they'll drop it back, and they'll just keep coming at you. And that's what I like about them. They're kind of fearless that way, and they'll just rotate around. The Penguins basically do the replacement thing, where if the defenseman pinches, the forward will go and take the defenseman's place. But Ottawa just comes in waves. They'll send 3 or 4 guys down at one time, even as a secondary movement. I like it. It's unique. It's unique in the league, and they have young enough talent that they can do that. But I do like the way they play. Let's talk a little bit about what happened to the Pittsburgh Penguins. That first goal was just Jarry's got to have a little bit more body control. Jars wasn't bad tonight. He ended up with a .903 save percentage. He made some okay saves, but that first goal, he was just, I don't know why he was chasing Giroux like that. And then he got out of position and he couldn't get back in. And, that's how they get the first goal. I didn't think either team was playing well. And that just gave me a sick feeling in my stomach. But Jarry did come back. He did make some other saves. So it's not like he was bad the whole game. He's got to get into the game sooner. And that's really what's frustrating with watching Tristan Jarry play in goal this year. Also, the first line has not been good. I called out Sid a couple days ago. I think Sid's playing much better. I know he's making more of an attempt to shoot the puck, which I think is good for that first line. And Rusty's been hot, and Raquel's been hot. So it's not like they haven't been scoring. But tonight they were a -2, and I thought that was the line that needed to make a play either in the third period or one of the big guns in the overtime period. But that did not happen tonight, and that's just the way it's going to be sometimes, I guess. Where do I want to go from here? Let's talk about some overtime notes. I am just so done with the overtime 3-on-3. At this point, everybody knows how to play it. It's no longer become a novelty, and it also takes away from the end of the game. If you notice, with a minute or 2 left, they'll just take their foot off the accelerator. They're not really even trying to score a goal. If there's something there, they'll take it, but it just doesn't happen anymore. I just think it's taken away from the whole integrity of the game. The fact that the Penguins do get a loser point tonight, that really basically keeps them where they are, trending towards 79 points. 79 points is not going to do it, people. That is going to get you nowhere. It's not even going to get you a lottery pick. It's going to put you right where you don't want to be. I still think the Pens can make a move. They got the Kings coming into town on Tuesday. But as far as this game goes, Lizotte got the first goal for the Penguins in the third period, and that guy is hot. When I saw him down there on the fourth line with Jarry and Nieto, I'm like, why are you taking one of the hottest guys on the planet and putting him in the exile down on the fourth line? But you know what? Lizotte doesn't care. He'll play with anybody. That's what I love about this kid. He's going to keep coming no matter what. So good for Blake Lizotte. He's just having a great year. Meanwhile, Drew O'Connor just continues to not score points, and it's been really bad for him lately. He might have to sit a few games, bring somebody else into the mix. Tanner Glass has actually been playing well, and Tomasino's cooled off. And I told you guys, like, Tomasino's a really good player. He's playing on the second line, so you expect him to get some shots, get some points, at least every other game. And he's cooled off a little bit, but he's still playing all right. So I think I'm not souring on Tomasino, but he was playing above where his average was, 100%. And so that's really kind of the highlight of the guys. As far as the game goes for the highlights, I don't know about you, but I am getting so tired of that Jennifer Coolidge commercial. I don't know if you guys get it wherever you're watching your games. I'm watching most of my games off of Sportsnet Pittsburgh, streaming it. And that Jennifer Coolidge commercial where she, ends up with the Lena Ford haircut at the end. I loved her in oh crap, I'm not going to remember the show. But I think that commercial has got to go. It's my new commercial that I'm starting to hate the most. And hey, shout out, by the way, to the that kid tonight up in Ottawa who had the Penguins jersey, had the mohawk, had the 87 shaved in the side of his head. I think the other side had a P or something on it. Good for that kid. He's living large. I don't know how you could be up in Ottawa and end up being a Pittsburgh Penguins fan, but I'm calling that kid out tonight. Good for him. Love to see the attitude. Love to see the attention to detail in your hair. The mohawk, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Never really had a mohawk. I did have the party in the back, business in the front haircut back in the 80s. Maybe I'll share a picture with you guys someday. But the only bad thing about tonight that's really bad that could affect the Pittsburgh Penguins into the future is that Pettersson went off in the first period. It did not look good. So keep an eye on the injury list, see where Pettersson is. I'm thinking he's probably going to end up being week to week. Hopefully they don't put him on IR. If they do, then we still got Shea, and we still got Jack St. Ivney we can bring up, and we are going to need it because that Graves and Grzelcyk pairing, oy vey, I struggle every time those guys are on the ice. Well, tonight the Pittsburgh Penguins have lost, but they have taken 3 of 4 points on the road on this mini road trip. They'll be back in action Tuesday night against the LA Kings, and I guess it's like a WWE night. So bring your wrestling outfits. Maybe Captain Lou Albano will be there. Probably not. The guy's probably got to be dead by now. But hey, have fun. Get down to a game, especially over these holidays. Like I said, they're taking all the fees away. So for January, get your tickets now, people. It's so much fun to be at a hockey game, even when the Pens aren't playing at their highest level. But they lose tonight, 3-2 in Ottawa. They'll be back Tuesday. I'll see you then. And until then, Pittsburgh Penguins fans, let's go Pens. Hockey fans everywhere. Don't forget, the Hockey Jesus is here after every game. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. If you like what you hear, there'll be more of it. 32 games. 50 more to go, and I'll be back Tuesday night. See ya in the next one.